Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Nailil Izzah. My student ID is 2520112. I'm from Technology Enhanced Language Learning A. In this video, I would like to explain about the material that I have arranged on my PPT last week, which is about types of adverb. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, there are some points that I want to explain about adverb, and let's start with the first point, which is about the definition of adverb. Adverb is one of the four major word classes along with nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Adverbs are used to describe how, when, and where an event or situation occurs. So, what the meaning of these sentences? Alright, in bahasa we can say adverb is kata keterangan. So, adverb is one of the important thing or important part when we want to make sentences or when we want to tell about something. Why? Because adverbs help us to describe about how, when, and where an event or situation can happen. Well, the next point is the types of adverb. In the types of adverb, we have adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of place, and then the last one is adverb of manner. But what are they? What is adverb of time? What is adverb of frequency? What is adverb of place? What is adverb of degree? And what is adverb of manner? Okay, I will explain them one by one, and let's start with adverb of time. The first type of adverb is adverb of time. Adverb of time is an adverb that can be used to explain about time. For example, I rarely go to the movie theater since the ticket price went up. Aku jarang pergi ke bioskop semenjak harga tiketnya naik. Nah, the adverb of time here is since the ticket price went up. Okay, the next example. I can finish all of my tasks and go home early. The adverb of time in this sentence is early, which means lebih awal. The next example. My brother will study after he finishes dinner. Kakakku, saudara laki-lakiku akan belajar setelah dia selesai makan malam. So, the adverb of time in this sentence is after he finishes dinner, because after he finishes dinner indicates a time in the sentence. Okay, the fourth example. I visited Grandpa recently because I wanted to give him my wedding invitation. Aku mengunjungi kakek baru-baru ini karena aku ingin memberikannya undangan pernikahanku. So, the adverb of time here in the sentence is recently, baru-baru ini. And then the last example, don't worry, it all soon shall pass. Jangan khawatir, semuanya akan segera berlalu. So the adverb of time in this last example is soon. Yeah, is soon. Segera. Soon indicates time in this sentence. Alright, the second type of adverb is adverb of place. What is adverb of place? It's an auxiliary that gives an answer about a place or where questions in English. The examples of words from these adverbs are above, away, below, down, here, inside, near, outside, there, up, and so on. While for the example in the sentences, the first sentence, put that chair above the cupboard along with the other empty chairs. Letakkan toples itu di atas lemari bersama dengan toples yang lainnya. So, the adverb of place in the sentence in the first sentence is above the cupboard atau which means di atas lemari. Okay. The second example, I'm not allowed to play outside the house after 6 p.m. Aku tidak diizinkan bermain di luar rumah setelah jam 6 sore. So, the adverb of place in the second example is outside the house. Alright, moving on. The third example or the third sentence for the adverb of place. Hurry up and get down here. I need your help. Cepat dan turunlah ke sini. Aku butuh bantuanmu. Cepat turun ke sini. So, the adverb of place here is down here atau ya, turun ke sini. Ke sini is an adverb of place. Well, the last example. Her whole family moved to Bandung and they live there now. The adverb of place in this last example is there, di sana. Seluruh keluarganya, seluruh anggota keluarganya pindah ke Bandung dan tinggal di sana. So, the adverb of place for this sentence is there. While the third type of adverb, we have adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency is used to answer how often the frequency of activities carried out by someone. When we want to describe how often a person performs an activity, we use this adverb in our sentences. For example, Dad usually doesn't drink coffee, but occasionally he does. Ayah biasanya tidak minum kopi, tapi kadang-kadang dia minum. So, where is the adverb of frequency in the sentence? Of course, it's occasionally. Occasionally is the adverb of frequency in this first sentence. Next, the next example. I rarely participate in family occasions because I don't have any peers I can talk to. Aku jarang berpartisipasi dalam acara keluarga karena aku tidak punya teman yang bisa aku ajak bicara. So, the adverb of frequency in this sentence, in the second example, is rarely, which means jarang. Alright, the third example. My parents frequently check up on their health at the hospital. Orang tuaku sering periksa kesehatannya di rumah sakit. Which one is the adverb of frequency in this third sentence? Alright, frequently, which means sering. Adverb of manner. What is it? Adverb of manner is an auxiliary that provides additional information about the condition or how an event occurred. In a simple way, this adverb is used to answer the question how in English, or we also can say that adverb of manner describes how you do an action. The example of this adverb are badly, beautifully, better, bravely, cheerfully, fast, hard, quickly, slowly, inadequately, healthy, well, and so on. And for the example in the sentences, I have four examples here. The first one is, anything you can do, I can do better. So the adverb of manner here is better, which means lebih baik. And then the second example, my sister and I are always late because she drives very slowly. Aku dan kakakku selalu telat karena dia nyetirnya sangat pelan. So, the adverb of manner here is very slowly, dengan lambat. The next example, she painted the whole scenery beautifully. In the sentence, the adverb of manner is beautifully, good, dengan cantik. Okay, and then the last example, I think I did the test well. Aku pikir aku sudah mengerjakan tugasnya dengan baik. So the adverb of manner for this last example is well. Well, which means dengan baik. Well, for the last type of adverb is adverb of degree. Adverb of degree helps us to express how much or to what extent we do something. The common adverbs of degree include very, slightly, quiet, totally, fairly, absolutely, and extremely. And for the example in the sentences, the first example, she looks extremely tired after cleaning the whole house. Dia terlihat sangat lelah setelah membersihkan seluruh rumah. So the adverb of degree here is extremely. Yeah, of course. Sangat, di sini sangat, extremely tired, sangat lelah. And then the next example, they were almost finished. Mereka hampir selesai. So we can call almost as the adverb of degree in the second example. And then this cake is absolutely wonderful. Kue ini benar-benar sangat luar biasa, benar-benar enak. So the adverb of degree here is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Benar-benar luar biasa. Benar-benar. Absolutely is the adverb of degree in this third example. And then the temperature was barely above freezing. Suhu hampir di atas titik beku. Artinya sudah sangat dingin. So the adverb of degree here is barely above freezing. Barely, ya, barely. Hampir di atas titik beku, hampir. Okay. And then our driveway is completely frozen. Jalan masuk kami benar-benar membeku. So the adverb of degree here is completely, benar-benar, benar-benar, and then sangat, and then hampir. Those are adverb of degree. Okay. And then the last example, we felt incredibly lucky after winning tickets to the World Series. Kami merasa sangat beruntung setelah memenangkan tiket ke World Series. So the adverb of degree here is incredibly. That's it. Of course, sangat beruntung, incredibly. Okay, that's all my explanation about the types of adverbs. Thank you so very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See ya!